Texas League Baseball is next. And welcome into the Sunday afternoon live broadcast here from San Antonio, Texas. We now send it to Jonathan as he gets us ready for our Petco Sunday Fun Day with the dogs. And right here, it is also Bark in the Park Sunday presented by Dr. Pepper. And we'll go ahead, take it away, Jonathan. Thank you, Bob. Welcome in one and all to this live broadcast of Texas League Baseball on this Sunday afternoon. Well, I got to say, the final meetup of the year between the two ball clubs, the visiting Corpus Christi Hooks and your first half South Division champions, your San Antonio Missions. Well, after this, the Corpus Christi Hooks will head to Amarillo to take on the Amarillo Sod Poodles in a 6-game set. San Antonio will head to Arkansas for their 2 weeks on the road, taking on the first 6 against the Arkansas Travelers, second 6 against the Springfield Cardinals. Missions back home on Tuesday, August 15th, taking on the visiting Midland Rockhounds in a 6-game set. As we start up a 12-game homestand coming back on that Tuesday, August 15th. Go online now, samissions.com or San Antonio Missions Baseball.com. Purchase and print your tickets from home. Also, follow the Missions all season long with the First Pitch app or here on YouTube Live, where you can watch our live broadcast Tuesday through Sundays here at the ballpark or even away. Wherever we're at, we're dialed in and we're live on this app. Well, we are already into our pregame show, and so far the last one for 2 weeks until we return on Tuesday, August 15th, as we come back to take on Midland on that day. So, Bob, I got to say, last night, that could have been your write-up right there, but I will let it slide. And so far, nothing happened to the broadcast, which is a good thing. If anything happens to the broadcast, I will say that it will be a write-up, it will be a coaching the second time, and third, you could go retired because you will get terminated the next time you talk about the political things that are going on. Do we have an understanding?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. Just to make sure that we are on the same page, we don't talk about the things that are going on, and so far we just want you to know that. I mean, you're not in trouble, but if you do it again, then we're going to have a different talk, and it's not going to be here on live and stuff. But anyway, we just want you to understand that that won't be allowed no more, because we need to keep politics out of our sports. We don't need that. I understand. But anyway, thank you for understanding. And so far, we just have to do the rules. I mean, that's part of minor league baseball. And that's why a lot of people boycott sports these days, is because they bring in the political views, which are pretty much the woke and corrupt things of this world. And we simply do not need that. But thank you for your understanding, Bob. And, you know, let's have another good day. Don't talk about the things that are going on. I mean, we got baseball and this and that to worry about. But anyway, well, let's go ahead and get into this one, and we're done talking about it. Well, last night, the Corpus Christi Hooks took a whipping to San Antonio, 13-1, the final score on a Saturday night. Today is winner take all, And Corpus Christi, they trail the Amarillo Sod Poodles just a half a game. And I got to say that these boys are really looking forward to taking a second place position. Now, Amarillo will take on Corpus Christi Tuesday through Sunday of next week. And so far, with San Antonio being out of state in the Texas League, they go to Arkansas to take on the Travelers and the Springfield Cardinals after that. It is a big road race in the next 2 weeks of the season. And we'll say that everything is going pretty good for Corpus Christi. And today they're going to try to hit the 49th of their season. Amarillo, if they defeat Midland, they'll be 51. They'll still hold the second place position. Just 3.5 games against Corpus Christi. 7 against Midland and Frisco. And so far, pretty good between these ball clubs here today. For the Arkansas Travelers, 59 in their total season in the wins. Tulsa trails 9.5 games against Arkansas, and 13 for Springfield, 15 for Northwest Arkansas, and 18 down in last place is the Wichita Wind Surge. So, gotta say, it's a battle to get up to a second place position and to literally keep the second place position right there. But you got to win ball games, and you literally just got to focus on what we all need to do is keep the first place position alive. Second place, yeah, it definitely needs to get somebody going when you look at the win numbers of every ball club here in the Texas League. But anyway, I got to say, on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, my partner Bob and his wife, they are here, and got to say, Ann, it's good to see you again. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jonathan. And hello there, everybody, and welcome into our broadcast here today. Got the dogs bark in the park Sunday, and so far, me and my husband Bob, we are here to bring our last bark in the park until 3 weeks when we have our next one. Well, I gotta say, the next bark in the park, we are going to look up the calendar for that. And so far, I do have a little booklet here that describes all the days. And so far, our next bark in the park will be Sunday, August 20th, as we complete the 6-game set against the Midland Rockhounds. We have our off day on Monday, which normally that is a road day, but evidently we are home for a secondary half, as the Amarillo Sod Poodles will come to town beginning Tuesday, August 22nd through the 27th. Missions hit the road for another 12 games. This will be it through the second half of the season. First stop on August 29th through the 3rd of September. The Missions will head to Wichita to take on the Wichita Wind Surge. From Wichita, from all the way there to Midland, September 5th through the 10th will be our last 6 games on the road in the regular season against the Midland Rockhounds. Missions return home on the final Tuesday of the regular season, beginning Tuesday, September 12th through the 17th, taking on the visiting Springfield Cardinals. Thursday, September 21st is also our Texas League playoff game, and it's in the Division I playoffs, as we'll have the best of 5 to determine a winner here in the South. Arkansas, who is also a North Division champion, will get to come in and take on the rival, guess San Antonio or whoever, but it is yet to be determined whoever we're playing. So anyway, you got to say, may the best team win in that one. Well, for all of us, this has been our pregame show, and so far, happy Bark in the Park Sunday as we play our last ever meetup against the Corpus Christi Hooks for this year. And so far, best of luck after today. Best of luck to the Corpus Christi Hooks as they head to Amarillo to take on the Sod Poodles. San Antonio will head to Arkansas to take on the Arkansas Travelers in a 6-game set. Following in after that, Missions will still be on the road. They head to Springfield after 6 at Arkansas. And so far, they're back home in 2 weeks from today. And got to say, pretty good on that one. Well, this will just about do for our pregame show. Bob and Ann, thank you for coming in. And so far, enjoy the game as we bring you this one live from San Antonio, Texas, here on YouTube Live. And so far, we're glad that everybody is coming in for our last Bark in the Park Sunday until Sunday, August 20th, when our next Bark in the Park is coming, taking on the Midland Rockhounds after that. So pretty good on that one. Well, we're about ready to get set with our final game. And so far, our proud broadcast is presented by Dr. Pepper, the official drink of your San Antonio Missions. When we come back from Arkansas and Springfield, taking on Midland, we will have our next Dr. Pepper Thursday, and all drinks are $2 courtesy of your San Antonio Missions. Well, Matt Waldron will get the starting assignment for the Missions as he is 6'3", 185 pounds, and age 26. We got to say, Bob, he is pretty good as he's got a knuckleball, a four-seamer, a slider, a changeup. And so far today is going to be his day to get things going. Leading off for Corpus Christi is the shortstop Greg Kessinger as he hits one high flying in the air, and that's going to get down for extra bases. We're underway, and that is going to be a no-out triple for Corpus Christi. And as of last night, they hit a lot of runs for the Hooks. 13 runs on 20 hits and 1 error for Corpus Christi. 1-5-1 for the San Antonio Missions. And so far, that one right there was a pretty good ball game last night.
Well, I got to say, John, it pretty was a fantastic ball game getting into this one.
The 1-0 delivery to Will Wagner as he takes one right there and in for a code strike, and it's 1-1. Corpus Christi at San Antonio, Amarillo at Midland, Frisco at Wichita, Springfield at Tulsa, Northwest Arkansas at Arkansas. 1-1. Right there and in, just shy of the inside corner for a code strike. It's 1-2. Fans watching from Corpus Christi. And so far, welcome from everywhere in the AA Texas League. And right there, swing and a miss, and that's the first out of the inning. Oh, pretty good right there as Matt Waldron will get the first strikeout of the day. And 9 more needed for free breakfast on the bun, courtesy of Whataburger. Well, start your new day week. And right there, that's going to get down as Dunn will get hit. And the first run for Corpus Christi is in to score on the RBI single. And that's going to bring in Matthew Barefoot.
Well, the third baseman should have been called an error on that bobbled ball right there.
Well, Bob, you're going to be standing in corrected, especially on that one. And so far, he wasn't even called right there. And right there, the runner from first will steal second. And he makes it safely. And the count now 0-2. Second run for Corpus Christi. Just shy of getting in. And that's going to be right there as center fielder Lopes will make the running grab. And that's for out number 2. Well, time now. Let's give the visiting Corpus Christi Hooks the starting lineups. 13-1 last night. What do you think about that one, Bob?
Well, that one was a real butt whooping. And I will say today, winner take all in this series finale against Corpus Christi.
Gotta say, you're not wrong about that, Bob. Brian Arias coming in as he takes one right there in the inside corner. And that's a count now 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch. And right there in the end for a taking code strike 2. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. No clouds, sunny conditions, but very warm. Temperature-wise, 97 degrees here on this afternoon. And he catch that behind his back. Yes, he did, and he flipped it right to first. And that is a easy play to Juan Fernandez. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We now head for the bottom of the first. Corpus Christi up by 1. Well, today starting for the Hooks is Ty Brown, a 6'4", 242, age 24 right-hander. Will get the call for Corpus Christi. And so far, pretty good. Center fielder Tim Lopes coming in as we start the bottom of the first inning for the Missions. And the pitch. And that's going to be right there, caught by the pitcher, threw him out at first. And that is a easy play to get the first out of the inning. Another chance now, the home team starting lineups on your screen. And Bob, this game is pivotal to the last of the 6-game set.
Well, I got to say, John, it really is. But when you think about the Missions losing last night 13-1, you can never get that out of your mind when you lose 13 runs on 20 hits. It is obvious.
Well, Bob, explain obvious to me when you think about what's going on. I mean, that's how you play baseball these days. You know, Corpus Christi, they put those runs on the board because they had an excellent pitcher. You know, they're doing pretty good, and it was a pretty well-played ball game. Right there, hit to second, right to first, and that's an easy play, as that is 2 up, 2 down here in this half inning. Well, Tirso Ornelas, the right fielder, coming in. And boy, a pretty good home crowd for a Sunday afternoon matinee. And that's going to be well hit. And that's going to be the rough out number 3, as that will do. No runs, no hits, no errors for San Antonio. We now head for the top of the second with the Hooks up by 1. We now take our first break as Alex McKenna will get things started here in the top of the second for Corpus Christi. And we'll be right back right after this from Dr. Pepper.
Well, Dr. Pepper is the official drink of your San Antonio Missions. And so far today, presented by Dr. Pepper is also Petco and PetSmart and all pet supply places where your four-legged friend will feel their best. So on this special day, we recognize our pets, and so far pretty good right there. And so far they are a member of our family when we treat dogs and cats and all animals the same, the way they need to be treated. So we now head for the top of the second inning. Take it away, John.
Thank you, Bob, and welcome back into our Texas League broadcast as we get set for the top of the second inning for Corpus Christi. Alex McKenna, the 6-hole batter, comes in, and here's the pitch. Right there in the inside corner, taken for a code strike, gets 0-1. Love the beautiful day, and it's always good to have a nice Sunday. Better than having severe weather or any of that other stuff. But anyway, that's right there and in for a taken code strike. Gets 0-2. That one high in the inside corner. Right there. And the 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and he gets them out full right there. And that is 1 up, 1 down here in the top of inning number 2. Number 7 batter Scott Schreiber coming in. Waldron back to work. The pitch. And did he hold up? No, he did not. Peeled down by Jeff Andrews behind the plate. And that's the count now, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. And that one is high and outside, just shy of the inside. And the count now 1-1. Here's a 1-1. And right there in the inside corner for taking code strike. And it's 1-2. The Hooks are up by 1. San Antonio trails just the 1. And so far, bottom of the second is needed for some runs. Right there and outside for a 2-ball, 2 strikes in this ball game. 2-2. Here's the pitch by Waldron. And that one hit high in the air. And that one is out of play. Still hanging on at 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. And that one fouled and away. And again, he fouls that one off. For the count now 2-2. One more time. 2-2 knockout. And again, still can't straighten that thing up. For count still holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2. And that one again fouled away. 8 pitches towards this at-bat. And still trying to straighten it up. 2-2. Swing and a miss just down at the inside corner. And that is 2 up, 2 down, and they get them easily. Zach Daniels coming in. It's 2 away and nobody on here in this half inning. Right there and in for a taking code strike. And that one is in for a 0-1 count. You know, a lot of German Shepherds and a couple of Poodles out here. And so far, pretty good right there. So, Ann, yes, I got a question. I'm a little bit curious on what your job was. Was you a animal trainer, or did you work at a pet supply place? Oh, I'm about 75 years old. I was 62 when I worked at PetSmart. Oh, so how did they treat you over there? It was really good when they treated me really good. I did 33,
It's 34, hon.
34 years of service. And yes, we're going to have to take a pause, as that will do for this half inning. No runs, no hits, no errors for Corpus Christi in this half inning. We now head for the bottom of the second. It is 1-0 Hooks. Well, leading off the bottom of the second, first baseman Juan Fernandez coming in for San Antonio. And the pitch. That one down and in for a taken code strike. It's 0-1. Happy, beautiful Sunday to all of our fans today. Line drive up the center, and that's going to get through for the Mission's first base hit of today. Boy, pretty good right there as Fernandez will get on, and the tying run now at first. Now we go back to the subject about Ann. So you worked 34 years in PetSmart. How'd you like it? Wow, loved it. You treated very friendly, and I was friendly to the customers. Did you have any, like, rude customers? Well, maybe a couple. My manager handled everything perfectly. She cared about what went on in the pet supply places, and so far that's what she did. Right there, line drive up to right, and that's going to get down. Uh-oh, he's making a mistake. And boy, howdy, a big one indeed as they get him out at second. He tries to get up at third, and he gets picked off in a rundown. And that is going to be one thing you don't even do while in this ball game.
Yeah, big mistake there, John, as he tries to get up there and he gets tagged out easily. And so far, the second baseman and shortstop tagged up and got him easily.
Well, that's one thing you don't even do, Bob. You don't get in there and try to get something going like that. I mean, I got to say, that right there was a rough out number one. Things were going smoothly until somebody just had to get out there and get tagged out.
Yeah, that's a wasted RBI opportunity. But anyway, Jackson Merrill coming up to bat. And he hits it right there. And he steps on the bag for the final out.
So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left on. To the top of the third we go. And it is 1-0 Corpus Christi. CJ Stubbs will lead it off. When we come back here, it's Texas League Baseball 1-0 Corpus Christi Hooks over the San Antonio Missions.
We're back in 3, 2, 1.
Well, welcome back, everybody, as we get set for the top of the third. But here is brought to you in part by our Texas League scores. And so far today, Corpus Christi and San Antonio, boy, got to say, a perfectly good ball game here today as we get set for the top of the third inning for Corpus Christi. The Hooks lead the Missions by 1-0 as we're about ready to go here in the top of the third with CJ Stubbs leading it off for Corpus Christi. It is top of the seventh at Midland as they are in the foot race. It's 1-1 and a scored tie. And got to say, anybody in Midland would get that ball game easily, just score in a couple of runs. Well, we head to Wichita, as the Wichita Wind Surge playing their last game against the Frisco Rough Riders there at the Porch. Frisco up 2-1 in the bottom of the 5th inning as Wichita trails just a 1 run. So for the Arkansas Travelers and Northwest Arkansas Naturals, no score to the point as they went through almost 4.5 innings of scorelessness. And so far, pretty good right there at All-American. For our last two ball clubs, Tulsa and the Springfield Cardinals, the Drillers lead 4-3, top of the 5th inning there at DCJ Field in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So that's our Texas League scores. We now bring it back to you live here from San Antonio as we're top of the 3rd inning for Corpus Christi. And CJ Stubbs, the batter, in the box. Waldron back to work. And he swings and misses at that one for a taken code strike. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch. And that one's going to be high fly in the air. Center fielder Lopes will make the running grab. And he's got it out there for the first one. Shortstop Greg Kessinger coming in. He tripled last time up. He was also the run on the RBI single. Waldron pitches and reliefs right there in the end, just shy of the inside corner. And that is taken in for a code strike. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch. And that one's going to be line drive for extra bases. And going to first, going to second. And he's safely into second on a 1-out double. So he had a triple during the 1st inning, a double in the 3rd inning, and so far pretty good for Greg Kessinger for Corpus Christi. So a Taco Bell double play, 3rd to 2nd would get him out of this half inning. Right there in the end for a code strike, gets 0-1. Number 90 is Will Wagner as he struck out in the 1st. He's 0 for 1. And a pitch. Nope. Down and in for a ball, and the count now 1-1. 1-1. And that one hit right there. Fernandez steps on the bag, easily 2 away. But meanwhile, the runner at second will head to third. And 90 feet away, Corpus Christi has their second potential run. Jordan Brewer, 1 for 1 single and RBI. Opposition of a .264 ERA. And pretty good right there for him. Right there, down and in for a taken code strike. It's 0-1. Hope you guys are staying hydrated. Temperature hit 98 degrees in this half inning on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Right there in the end for a code strike. It's 0-2. Kids start back to school on August 15th. A lot of people start at the end of August, but periodically all of Converse will go back to school on the 15th. Upper San Antonio metropolitan area will start at the end. So pretty much kids have an extra month to go to have fun and stuff on their summer's vacation. But school supplies are now available in H-E-B stores. So no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of the third we go, and it's Corpus Christi up by 1. The 8-hole cleanup hitter, Albert Fabian, coming in for the Missions. And the third baseman ranges backwards to make the running grab for out number 1. Boy, and what a play that was, as you saw it on our instant replay. And pretty good right there. Michael Cantu coming in as he takes in a code strike. It's 0-1. Brown back to work. Right there, and that's going to get past. That gets through for a base hit. Boy, clean one right there, as that will go a few inches from the third baseman, as that will be caught right there on camera. And that right there was a easy base hit right there up to left field.
Well, I'll say that would be hungin'.
Hungin'? Where do you get a word like that from?
I said hug.
Oh, okay, Bob. You're confusing me a little bit, but that's all right.
Hey, that's not nice.
I'm just kidding with you, Bob. I mean, really, I am. No balls, 1 strike to the center fielder, Tim Lopes, as he takes that one high and inside for a ball, and the count now 1-1. That ball hugged the line on that last base hit, so are you surprised I caught those words for you?
Yeah, it did.
Right there to second. They flip right to first, a double play, and that will end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom, or should I say to the top of the 4th we go, and Corpus Christi holds the 1-0 advantage against the Missions. Back here for Texas League Baseball when we return, as right fielder Matthew Barefoot will lead off the top of the 4th inning for the Hooks.
We're back in 3, 2, 1.
Leading off for Corpus Christi right fielder Matthew Barefoot, as we get set for this top half of the 4th inning. And here's the pitch by Waldron. And right there, just down in the inside corner, taken in for a code strike. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch, down and in for a ball, and now to even things at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. And that one is fouled. And the count now 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes the count. The pitch. And that one hit the third baseman Dunn. He'll flip it right to Juan Fernandez. A easy ground ball. A easy play at first. And there's one away. That'll bring in hot corner third baseman for Corpus Christi, Brian Arias. The pitch. Right there in the end, just the middle of the zone for a code strike. It's 0-1. Arias, he is a .220. And pretty good so far for Corpus Christi. The 0-1. And that one right back to Waldron. Flip it right to first to Juan Fernandez. And that's 2 up, 2 down in this half inning. Alex McKenna is 0 for 1, strikeout in the second. Pretty good right there. Waldron back to work. Right there in the inside corner for a taking code strike. It's 0-1. 1-0 Corpus Christi, top of the fourth for the Hooks. And the pitch. And right there, taken in for a cold strike, it's 0-2. Jeff Andrews behind the plate. And so far, pretty good umpiring crew. And that's a swing and a miss, and boy, he gets them going. Well, 6 go down retired. And boy, howdy, that one was absolute beautiful. No runs, no hits, no errors for Corpus Christi in this half inning. Now head for the bottom of 4. It's 1-0 Hooks. Shortstop Evan Mendoza coming in as he grounded out in the first. Is 0 for 1 here for this afternoon. The pitch. That one fouled and away, and the count now 0-1. We're back on Tuesday, August 15th, taking on Midland. And don't forget our 12-game homestand between the Rockhounds and Sod Poodles after we get back from the North Division, taking on Arkansas and Springfield. The 1-1, and that's going to be hit to second. Flip it to first, and easily one away, recorded by the second baseman. Right fielder Tirso Ornales coming in as he's 0 for 1, a line out in the first inning. So far today, it is my grandma's 90th birthday. So, Annie, that's her name. Her name is Annie Baker from Brownwood, Texas. And we're saying happy birthday to her on live stream. And gotta say, love you from my grandson. That's right there, line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And up to second is Tirso Ornales on a Waterburger double. Everybody in today's game will receive that coupon when they exit the stadium here this afternoon for a double meat cheeseburger courtesy of Waterburger. Your choice of medium fry, onion ring, or even that sweet beverage called Dr. Pepper. That one high and inside. It's 1 ball, no strikes to the first baseman, Juan Fernandez. 1 for 1 single in the second. Boy, 90 years old and pretty good. Yeah, John, your grandmother is living a pretty good long life. Yeah. And really wish my grandpa would have been here to see her celebrate the 90th birthday. Where's your grandpa? Well, you know, Bob, I lost him in 2019. He had Alzheimer's, and he passed away at 88. My apologies. Yeah, right there, swing and a miss. And that is for out number 2. Lucas Dunn, the hot corner third baseman, 1 for 1 single in the second. You know, Bob, these things tend to happen. And that's going to be right there to first, and that's an easy play, as that will do. But everybody gets that Waterburger coupon there as second, as Tirso Ornales gets a 2-bagger, and we head for the top of the 5th inning. It's still a 1-0 Corpus Christi lead over the San Antonio Missions. We're back here to start the top of the 5th inning as we get things started in this one.
We're back in 3, 2, 1.
Well, I got to say, we are here in the top of the 5th inning. Scott Schreiber coming in for Corpus Christi. Don't forget, 2 weeks on the road. John Scampy and Chris Singleton will be live on the road in the North Division as the Mission's taking on the Arkansas Travelers on Tuesday. First of a 6-game set at All-American. Also, the next leadoff 6 with the Springfield Cardinals. And so far, pretty good up there. That's a pitch right there and in for a ball, and the count now 1-1. After this game, Corpus Christi heads up to the Panhandle to take on the Amarillo Sod Poodles. And right there, 1 ball, 2 strikes the count by Jeff Andrews. So far, gotta wish Corpus Christi the best of luck after today. And so far, that is a swing and a miss, and that is for the first out as Waldron gets that strikeout. Zach Daniels, the 8-hole cleanup hitter, coming in. In the pitch. And that's going to be hit right to shortstop Mendoza. He'll flip it to first to Juan Fernandez. And easily 2 up, 2 down in this half inning.
The catcher,
C.J. Stubbs is 0 for 1, line out in the 3rd. Gotta say, on Tuesday night, August 22nd, taking on the Amarillo Sod Poodles, we will have Field of Dreams night. And that one presented by Air Bud. Also, Air Bud will be played, so get your tickets for the showing on our big screen. We'll have 2 movie nights beginning on this week, I will say. Our first one will be tomorrow night as we show the movie Field of Dreams, and also Air Bud coming on Friday. So pretty good on that one. The 0-1. Right there and now, it's 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one delivery, the pitch. And that one is going to be out of play and foul. So the count now is 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to count. The pitch. And right there, strike 3. And gets him down looking as that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors for Corpus Christi. We now head for the bottom of the 5th. And it is 1-0 Hooks. The designated hitter, Grant Little, coming in. 0 for 1, fly out in the 2nd. We'll start up the bottom of 5 for the Missions. That one high outside, and that will go out of play and foul. And that's the count now, 0-1. The pitch. And that one fouled in the way. The count now moves up to 0-2. Oh, and 2. That one high in the air up to right field. And the right fielder will make the play. And that's out number 1. Second baseman Jackson Merrill coming in. Ground out in the 2nd, 0 for 1 here today for San Antonio. And that's going to be line drive up to left field, and that'll get through for a base hit. Boy, pretty good on that one. as the Missions get another hit, but runner at first, that is Jackson Merrill. 8-hole cleanup hitter Albert Fabian coming in. And the pitch. Swing and a miss at the initial offering for a taken code strike. It's 0-1. Bottom of 5, the tying run at first base against Corpus Christi. 0-1. And that one hit right there to second. Flipped his first and second. And that is a two-bird kill with one stone, as that is another double play they grounded into through this game. No runs on a hit, no errors, and nobody left. To the top of inning number 6 we go, and it's 1-0 Corpus Christi. Greg Kessinger will lead it off as we come back, and it is a 1-0 Corpus Christi lead as we head to the top of the 6th.
We're back in 3, 2, 1.
Well, leading off the top of the 6th inning for the Hooks, shortstop Gray Kessinger coming in. Pitch number 57 on the way, and that one is fouled and away. The count now 0-1. Still a 1-0 score. Corpus Christi up by the run against the San Antonio Missions. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's the count even at 0-2.
Yeah, you was thinking it was 1-1, but evidently it's no balls to 2 strikes.
Well, thank you for your encouragement, Bob. I appreciate it. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Here's the pitch again. And that one hit the third baseman Dunn. Flip it right to Juan Fernandez. An easy play, as that is out number 1.
Now back,
Second baseman Will Wagner is 0 for 2, strikeout and a ground out. And now 60 pitches for Waldron in this ball game. Looking good, but inside for a taken code strike. It's 0-1. How to say, we are down our last game here tonight. And that's going to be high fly in the air, and that's going to get through for extra bases. Hit the wall going to second, and he's going to have a 1-out stand-up double. During the time the Missions are at Springfield, we will have 2 other movie nights for the next following week. Beethoven's first and Beethoven's second, as we pretty much commemorate the life of Charles Grodin. Jordan Brewer coming in. He swings and misses at the initial offering, and that's taken in for a code strike, 0-1. So far, just really wish our proud sponsor Regal would think about getting those movies back in the theaters. And Family Dog Movie Days would really make sense for everybody. The 0-2, swing and a miss, and that is a strikeout. And Brewers got something to say to home plate umpire Jeff Andrews. And he better walk away, or else you're facing the consequences of immediate ejection.
I gotta say, John, I hope he doesn't do anything stupid that he'll regret later.
Well, right there outside, it's 1 ball, no strikes to the right fielder, Matthew Barefoot. A lot of times you would look at these minor leagues going into AAA, even Major League Baseball, they would have something to say about code strikes or balls or whatever, but it's not anybody's choice to call balls as strikes except for the Texas League Umpires Association. Now, if you're caught doing that, you will face immediate ejection, and then you have to pay a fine of up to out of your pocket $1,000. So $1,000 fine is not a good idea for everybody here in Texas League office. And plus, the ones calling the balls and strikes, that is what the umpires do. And code strikes, no balls or strikes arguing on the call. And right there, strike 3, and they get out of danger. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. And towards the bottom of the 6th we go, 9-1 and 2 due up. And it's still a 1-0 Corpus Christi lead. Well, we head for the bottom of the 6th. Michael Cantu, the catcher, coming in for San Antonio. That one's going to be high flying in the air and up to center, as that will be caught by the center fielder for out number 1. Well, center fielder Tim Lopes is 2 groundouts for the day. And the pitch. And that one hit right there to second. And that's an easy play. And an out there at second base. Shortstop is Evan Mendoza. He had 2 groundouts as well as 0 for 2 of the night. Batting average of .243 in the opposition of 400. Pretty good tonight. Or today, I should say. But that's going to be line drive up to right center for a base hit. Boy, and San Antonio just keeps getting everything going. But still no runs coming in to score. Yeah, that's going to be line drive up to right center for a base hit. And now San Antonio trying to poke back or get a run in to score to tie this thing up. And yes, you do hear people on Highway 90 going crazy. And that'll bring in Juan Fernandez. That one high and inside for the ball, and the count now 1-0. First and second, 2 away, bottom of 6, 1-0 Corpus Christi. 3-run shot would evidently give them the lead. That one right there in the inside corner, and that's even up for 1-1. So pretty good right there. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. And that one going to be hit to first. And that will do. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. As we head for the top of the Corpus Christi 7th. And it is 1-0 Hooks. Brian Arias will lead it off in the top of the 7th inning. As we'll get things started there in this one. Back for more Texas League baseball as we get ready to start the 7th inning for the Corpus Christi Hooks. We're back in 3, 2, 1. All right, leading off the top of the 7th inning is Brian Arias. We're back here for Texas League Baseball on this beautiful hot Sunday afternoon here in San Antonio, Texas. The pitch right there, swing and miss, and that's the initial offering. And we are underway here in the top half of the 7th inning for Corpus Christi. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. And that one right there swung on and missed. And that's the count now, 0-2. 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he gets him. Strikeout to Waldron. And boy, howdy, that's what he needed. He popped Committed right in the catcher's glove. And that one by Jeff Andrews is called for out number 1. Here's a pitch to the 6-hole Alex McKenna. 2 strikeouts, 0 for 2 of the day. And pretty good on that one. 0-1. And right there in the end for a taking code strike, and it's 1-1. One. Right there in the end, just shy of the inside corner. And that is 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. So far, we are 3:06 on this afternoon. We first pitched at 1 o'clock, so our game now extending its 2 hours. But this game is beyond completed after the end of inning number 9. So right there, high fly in the air to center fielder Lopes, and he'll make the running play for out number 2. Scott Schreiber will come in, 2 strikeouts, 0 for 2. So coming up next, it is the final 7th inning stretch here for the last game of this 6-game set between Corpus Christi. The 0 for 2 for Schreiber as he takes one right there in the end for a code strike. It's 0-1. Well, don't forget we will have new 7th inning stretches when we return on Tuesday, August 15th. Gotta say, pretty good as well. Right there and in for a taken code strike. It's 0-2. 1 more strike. And that one is going to be lined foul. And still the count now 0-2. Boy, that jersey looks pretty good. The Han Solo jersey for Star Wars night. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And he gets them. And that's going to bring in our 7th inning stretch. It's 1-0 Corpus Christi. And to the bottom of the 7th we go. It's 1-0 Hooks. Third baseman Lucas Dunn coming in. 1 for 2. Single in the 2nd. Looking to get on base and plus a hit as well. That one is outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. So pretty good as well. And here is the 1-0. And that one's going to be high fly in the air. And he grabs it right in midair. Boy, howdy. Whoa. Boy, look at this guy go. Ooh. Well, he hit the ground hard. Whoa. And that's going to be reviewed by Corpus Christi. And He's going to be the player of the game right there. And that's right fielder Matthew Barefoot. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's the count now, 0-2. So far, if Corpus Christi wins here today, they have to defeat San Antonio in order to claim the 49th. And that one hit to shortstop. They'll flip it right to first. And that is a easy out, as that will be flipped from short. Jackson Merrill is 1 for 2, single in the 5th inning. Pretty good right there. The pitch. And hit weakly up to second. Flip it right to first, and that's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors for San Antonio. As we head for the top of the 8th inning, it is 1-0 Corpus Christi. 8-hole Zach Daniels coming in as we lead it off in the top half of the 8th inning for Corpus Christi. Now, I will say there will be a prediction. Amarillo and Midland are tied up at their ball game. But evidently there needs to be a breaking tie in this ball game. So, oh, look at there. Update on the new score. Amarillo looked like they hit a pretty good grand slam, and it'll give the Sod Poodles the lead of 5-1 against Midland. And we'll go ahead and give you some Texas League scores on this Sunday afternoon. Top of the 7th there at the porch, Frisco leads the Wichita Wind Surge by a score 5-2, leading 3 against the Wichita Wind Surge. Well, bottom of the 5th inning for Arkansas. It is 6-0 against their neighbor, the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. And so far for Northwest Arkansas, they have no runs, no hits, 2 errors. And Arkansas up by 6 runs. So the Travelers have a no-hitter against their neighbor. So pretty good on that one for the Arkansas Travelers. The pitch. And that one is down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. 7,500 over 503. And pretty good right there in this final game of our meetup. And that is going to be weakly hit right there. Jackson Merrill flip it, and he won't get him, as that will be a successful fielder's choice on the base hit. Well, C.J. Stubbs coming in. And that's going to be the Dr. Pepper call to the mound. And that's going to do for the starter, Matt Waldron. Well, Aaron Leisure will get the call in. And so far, to this point on, Waldron may get a L, a no decision, or a W if San Antonio's bullpen could get things going. And so far what I've seen is there ain't no hard hit balls through this whole ball game.
Well, it only takes a little time to see the bats get heated up, and that's what we're looking for here today.
Yes, my thoughts exactly, Bob. Well, Leisure coming in. C.J. Stubbs will greet him first time around. The pitch right there and in for a taken cold strike. It's 0-1. Strikeout and lineout is 0 for 2 of the day for Corpus Christi. And pretty good. The pitch. And that one's going to be high fly in the air. And Ornelas will make the running grab. Just shy of the right field line and the 340 marker. And that's going to bring in the shortstop, As we go back to the top of the Corpus Christi batting order, Gray Kessinger coming in for the Hooks. No ball, 1 strike the count. Runner at first. And that's going to be hard hit, but also fouled off. With a count now 0-2. So for our final 2 ball clubs, boy, Springfield really getting back at Tulsa. Top of the 7th inning, Cardinals up 7-5 against the Drillers there at DCJ Field. And that's going to be taken, fouled, and away. The count now 0-2. 0-2. And that one's going to be hard hit right there. And they'll flip. And they don't get them both, as that will go down the fielder's choice on a base hit. Will Wagner coming in as San Antonio tried to overturn a Taco Bell double play. And that would have got y'all free tacos for 2 overturned on first and second bases. The 0-1. Right there, swing and a miss, and that's the count now 0-2. Top of the 8th inning, Corpus Christi trying to trail in another 2 runs in this ball game. And that one down and in for the ball, the count 1-2. San Antonio trying to claim their 56th of the season, but Corpus Christi is trying to put up their 49th. 1-2. And that one's going to be hard hit. The second for 1. Taco Bell double play. And that will end the inning. Boy, and what a relief for Jackson Merrill, flipping to first. And everybody today will get that Taco Bell ground ball for 2. Well, we head to the bottom of the 8th. No runs on 2 hits, no errors. And 2 left for Corpus Christi. And it's on now to the bottom of the 8th with 1-0 Hooks. Devin Kahn and Jonathan Sprinkle, 2 right-handers, warming up for the Hooks. So far, Brown up to 50 pitches thus far in this ball game. That's right there to short. And they'll flip it to first, easy play, as that is out number 1. Well, Michael Cantu coming in as he singled in the 3rd, is 1 for 2 of the day. Boy, and San Antonio trying to get the game tied up. And that one is going to be hard hit, but also fouled off, and that's the count 0-1. Game pivotal, all zeros through this ball game. And that's going to be right there up to left field, and that's out number 2. Oh, center fielder Tim Lopes, 0 for 3, ground out in the 6th. San Antonio down to their final 4 outs here on this Sunday afternoon, and the conclusion of this homestand. That one, line drive up to left, and that's getting through for a base hit. Need a 2-run shot to get things going. And time now is being called as here comes the manager. And that's going to do it for Ty Brown. Brown being relieved out of this ball game as he went just 8 2/3 innings. And he's departing here with his head held up high. And so far, pretty good right there. Well, Joe Record, 6'3" and 232-pound right-hander, coming in for Corpus Christi. And so far, pretty good on that one. Evan Mendoza, the shortstop, will come in as he swings and misses at the offering. And that's taken in for a strike, 0-1. 3:19 on this Sunday afternoon. A beautiful day. And a pretty good one right there, and fouled it. Well, swung on swinging. The coach strike gets 0-2. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be right there, gloved by the third baseman. And that's caught by the out. So, no runs on a hit, no errors, a man left. And to the top of the ninth we go. And it is 1-0 Corpus Christi here in this ball game. We gotta say, Ann, are you having a good time? Oh, yes, I'm having a good time. The dogs are having a good time. Yeah, heel, boy, heel. Hey, get off of the announcer. Yeah. Well, leading off the top of the ninth inning, Jordan Brewer coming in, 1 for 3. And the pitch, 1-0. Right there and in for a taken code strike, gets 1-1. 3 outs remain for Corpus Christi, 3 for San Antonio, and gotta say the Missions need to make something happen in the bottom half of the ninth. And so far, Corpus Christi, they're getting this game in their favor just by the 1 run. And that one right there is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and 2. High fly in the air, and that one out of play. So 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he gets him. Boy, 1 up, 1 down. Aaron Leisure gets a strikeout. And that'll bring in Matthew Barefoot. 0 for 3 today in this contest. And right there in the inside corner for a code strike, it's 0-1. Gotta say, a beautiful day for this ball game. The final meetup of the year between the 2 ball clubs. And gotta say, to the Corpus Christi Hooks, we will monitor y'all at Amarillo or wherever y'all are going to be. But after this game today, they will hit the road to the Panhandle to take on the Sod Poodles. Well, Matthew Barefoot gets struck down. Aaron Leisure will get 2 back-to-back strikeouts. And so far, let's see if he could get the last out to retire this side. Well, Brian Arias coming in. And the pitch. Right there and in for a code strike. It's 0-1. 6-1 Amarillo there at Midland. And so far, Sod Poodles trying to wrap it up against Midland in their 6-game series finale. 0-1 right there, swing and a miss, and that's the count now, 0-2. 1 more strike for Corpus Christi in this top half. 0-2, the pitch. And high fly in the air, and that is going to get fouled and away. Nothing at 2, the pitch. Again, fouls it away. Boy, Tuesday, August 8th at Midland, the Arkansas Travelers going there. Play Midland. Pretty good. Right there and in for a ball, and the count now 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to count. And that one, at least 4 fouled balls in this pitch inning contest. 1-2, one more time, the pitch. Outside for 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. again sends it out of play. Still hanging on at 2-2. 8 pitches at this at-bat. And trying to take him down easily. But so far, he won't pop to commit. Swing and a miss, and he gets him. Well, we now head for the bottom of the 9th inning. And San Antonio has their 3 hitters right there. Is Tirso Ornelas, Juan Fernandez, and Lucas Dunn will get things to wrap up the bottom of the 9. Well, Devin Kahn, a 5'11", 169 right-hander, will get the call for Corpus Christi. And here, the bottom of the 9th we go. Right fielder Tirso Ornelas is 2 for 3. And trying to get this game tied. The pitch. And that one is fouled in the way. Count now is 0-1. Still leading Corpus Christi 1-0 over San Antonio, and that one's going to be hard hit right there, and that's going to get down for extra bases. Going to first, going to second, and boy, they're going to get him as second on a no-out double.
And that's what you need to tie up the ball game. You need one run to get things going. This is the time to shine right here. They haven't shined throughout the ball game, but now it is the time to shine.
Yeah, you're not kidding, Bob. It's time to get things going. The great hit coming. Another base hit would get them home. And that's right there. And right to third, they get them easily. And that 90-foot right there, a base hit is needed to tie this thing up. Or a sac fly, whatever it is, but hopefully that will get things going. Third baseman Lucas Dunn coming in as he takes the ball, and it's the count now 1-0. That one outside, 2 balls, no strikes. San Antonio trying to win this thing by a 2-run shot. And right there in the end for a taken code strike, it's 2-1. Runner at third, still hanging on. The pitch. And that one right there. And he'll get him out at second easily. Boy, at first base, that will do you in. Now the mission's down to their final out. The DH Grant Little coming in. The pitch. And that's going to be right there. Line drive up to right center, and that gets in through the run. And that ties up the ball game. Beautiful right there base hit. Now the winning run hitting right there at first base. And it's a 1-1 tie in this one. And that one's going to be high fly in the air. Center fielder will make the play, and that will do. Well, we're tied as the DH Grant Little will get us the save from elimination sign. And now it's up to the top of the 10th. It is tied at 1. Well, the extra innings rule goes in. The number 6 hitter, Alex McKenna, 0 for 3 with the fly out. The pitch. And that one's going to be hard hit. And right there, as that will be the first out here in the top of the 10th inning. But meanwhile, the runner from second will move straight to third. And that'll bring in an extra innings. Scott Schreiber, the 7-hole batter. Down and in for the ball, and the count now 1-0. Here's the pitch. And that one right there, line drive to Dunn. And they try to get him. And that is safely 2 quick outs. Robbed away from Corpus Christi. Here's the pitch. Right there, down and in for a ball, and the count now 1-0. Missions will have the bottom of the 10th with a runner in scoring position to get the winning run. And boy, they need it. They need this game. 1-1. Down and in for 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the 2-1. And that one fouled in the way. The count now 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Runner at third, 1-1 our tie score in extra innings here in baseball. That one fouled in the way, and the count now is still holding on at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that one high fly in the air. And boy, that is really going to get out of here. And Corpus Christi scores 2. And it's a 3-1 lead as the Hooks will round their 2 runners off to home. So a 2-run shot. And by Zach Daniels, that will give them the lead. It's 3-1. Well, that one was hard hit, and that one was gone. It really picked up right there, and it was out of here. And pretty good at that one. Well, 3-1 our score here in extra innings as Corpus Christi gets one on that 2-run shot by Zach Daniels. Here's the 0-1. And he went around right there for a cold strike. Gets 0-2. Boy, and it needs to come in San Antonio as 2 runs are needed, 3 to win it. And the 0-2. And that one high in the air. Fabian in pursuit. And he makes a running grab out there in left, as that will retire this 10th inning. So 2 runs by Zach Daniels will give Corpus Christi the still tying lead. And it is a 3-1 score as Hooks up by 2. Well, to the bottom of the 10th we go for the Missions. Left fielder Albert Fabian coming in for San Antonio. Tying run, that is Fabian. And that one's going to be hard hit right there to first. And the runner from second easily at third, as that will be a ground ball to equal the out there at first base. Game on the line now as Cantu comes in and need a 2-run shot to tie it up. And right there, and that will go foul. First baseman will get it corralled. And that's the count now, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's the count now, 0-2. Blair Henley and Jonathan Sprinkle warming up just in case. And so far today was a pretty good day. No ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And he goes down. I can hear Tim Allen saying, "Oh no." You're not kidding, Tim. Center fielder Tim Lopes coming in. And the pitch. That one high fly in the air. And the second baseman will make the play. And Corpus Christi will end this one. Well, 49 goes to Corpus Christi. Loss number 39 of the season. We'll head for San Antonio in going up against Midland and Amarillo. And so far, pretty good on that one. For all of us, safe travels home as you leave the ballpark. And don't forget about your coupons here today. For the last time, 3-1 our score in this ball game. Corpus Christi, good luck at Amarillo.
First for the victorious Hooks. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Mission, 1 run on 10 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 37 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Well, we are going to go ahead and go over final scores on this Sunday afternoon. And so far, 6-2 Amarillo leading the Midland Rockhounds in that final game. Amarillo winning their 51st of the season, and boy, San Antonio, you better run like crazy because they're right behind you. So far, with San Antonio losing this ball game by 3-1 against Corpus Christi, San Antonio is 55-39, and Amarillo is right behind the San Antonio Missions. Well, for Corpus Christi, 2.5 games trailing the Sod Poodles, beating San Antonio 3-1. So 45-51 for the Rockhounds. And so far there might be a good thing going there at Frisco, but goodness gracious, Frisco gets their 46th as they defeat the Wichita Wind Surge. So go ahead and, well, pretty much the Rough Riders will get the 4th place position, and that will put Midland down in last place. So Wichita will be down 39-56 of the season. Boy, Arkansas 11-0. They got that game going. So the Travelers now hit 60 wins for this year. And pretty good right there. Well, for our 2 final ball clubs here today, Springfield beats, well, Springfield, they are bottom half of the 8th inning, 8-5, as the Cardinals lead just 3 runs against Tulsa. Gotta say, this ball game was pretty fun, and for all of us that enjoyed it, we hope you did. And so far, San Antonio getting ready to head on the bus to Arkansas. Corpus Christi heads on the bus to Amarillo. Well, for all of us here today, we had a fun day, and so far we hoped y'all did too. For all of us, the Corpus Christi Hooks winning this ball game through 10 innings, 3 runs on 6 hits and no errors for Corpus Christi. For San Antonio, 1 run, 10 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Time of our ball game, 3 hours and 42 minutes our time, and so far pretty good as well. Well, for all of us, we are back on Tuesday, August 15th, taking on Midland, and so far we cannot wait to see you guys again. Live broadcast for Tuesday night at Arkansas. Matt Scampi and Chris Singleton will be live because I pretty much did 2 weeks. First 6 at Frisco, second 6 here at home against the Corpus Christi Hooks and the Missions. And so far, it's their time for 2 weeks on the road as well. Well, final score 3-1. Corpus Christi 1-0 this budge for y'all. And I will say that you guys will be missed through this remainder of the year. But anyway, we'll see y'all again soon. Have a good day and see y'all in 2 weeks.